What up, tube? So I have a question for my cat owners out here. Um, cat fam, cat daddies, cat mamas. Any of y'all have animals that just don't want to eat the wet food? I know it's such a weird thing to start off with, but yeah, like she does not like her wet food anymore. I think this was Pearl Bailey underneath. I'm gonna do a double double, but yeah, she's just not liking the wet these days, and it's a little concerning because it's like, hey, girl, I got this wet food for you. And she's like, nah, I'm not in the mood. Screw your wet food. Your wet food. Yeah, screw that wet food. You know, she's in the dry now. Um, and, you spend money on that stuff. Like, I don't know if you've bought cat food lately, but it ain't cheap. Uh-uh. So, if you're like me and you have an animal that's like, hey, I don't want to eat the food, after you don't spend all that money on it, then this pour is for you. Yes. This is dedicated to the parrots whose pet children do not want to eat the pet food that is provided for them. Yes, yes. I wonder if these cups are even still good or if I just need to. Ooh, isn't that an experiment? So I made paint probably now about a month ago, and put it into cups with the little plastic film on top here. Yeah, I mean it's looking kind of nice. Oops, that's a lot of that green. So yeah, I know this stuff's really boring if that green just came out like that. Because I'm gonna need to really play to get something to happen with that there. All right, let's see here because I got a lot of that green on this. It's like the sparkle green that I would want everywhere else. Okay, you're not as pory. Oops. It's okay. Derek will make it happen. I'll make it happen somehow here where everything fits and all works together. If it fits, it ships. So I'll make it fit. I'll make it ship. I'm good. Man, I mean, like that's gonna change things for me a little bit, knowing that the what do they call those? Press and seal. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called press and seal. Knowing that the press and seal works in that manner, where I can easily press and seal items, and yeah, that actually kind of makes me a little bit on the happier side. Um, at this point, I'm just throwing random colors down because I can, because it's something I like to do, you know. Um, but I don't want to throw too many of the random colors in this spot here because this is the star, and the stars are cool. They're really cool to look at. They're really fun to make, but I'm not trying to get like overly random with my star here. I don't know why I did that movement, but I think I'm gonna do it again. Mm-hmm. I felt like there was a blue of that. I guess not. Oh well. Um, anything else I can just kind of Make shift, make happen. Pop some of the bubbles early. Okay. Yeah, it's just like the wet food thing. It's kind of concerning for me because, yeah. I redid all of the chords last week. Oops. Yeah, we did everything last week. Yeah, it's not gonna have like the same stretch space on it, but that's okay. Trying to get to the. I may have to try to sneak some other pieces of tape underneath this record. When I taped it down, I taped like towards the middle of the record. Just me experimenting with taping these things down here. Like, oh yeah, we'll put it in the middle of the record, and that'll make it a little bit easier on me when I go to take them off. You know, something I didn't really take into account here was, hey, things might not want to stay as well as I want to. Got a little bit on this corner here. I just wanted to. I don't really want to finger paint it, but I will. And I mean, being the the middle star, like these stars, I don't really. I do stuff with them. I'll show you guys a little bit kind of what I do with the stars, and I do stuff with the stars. This isn't, my main piece of artwork here. I have some of these that are going to be projects for me to work on, for other things, stars included, and they just kind of become like pieces that I can use and play. Yeah. Something I forgot to do here is pop a little piece of tape underneath that one spot there. So I'm just going to try to secure it. So otherwise, I'm going to have paint running forever and ever and ever, and I don't want that. So. And then still have this guy. Just stick them underneath. Got to press into them a little bit more. Yeah, it's called Cole's Guest Star. Around the World by Pearl Bay. I guess Guest Star was the record label. We're almost done with this paint, which would be cool because it means that I'll have to like make something new. I do have some paint set aside to mix up, which I probably will get to in the next few weeks. I'm not going in order of what I did before. Yeah, I'm not going in order. I'm just dropping my colors down again. And, you know, we're just going to see what happens. You know, I'll drop everything right here in the center, or center-ish, you know. I may go back and put a little bit more of the little bit more of some of the colors in here, you know, but for now. You know, these are the mixtures that we're working with right now, so let me work. Let's work. Come on, baby. Let's work. There's that blue I was looking for last time. I'm like an Eddie Farrah commercial. Let Farrah cook. Ah, man. Some folks are like, what the hey? And some folks are like, yeah, that's probably one with his kids. Yeah. It'd be my luck. Eddie Farrah's entered the chat. Hey, I hear you like my commercials. Yes, sir. I do like your commercials. I just, you know, would rather not have to use your services or have your services used against me because, you know, you're a law firm. I don't think I have anything that's going to require Eddie Farrah in my life right now, but, you know, we never know. I think I already put that color down. Dang, Derek. This is the color I was looking for. The blue. Yeah, it's the blue I was looking for. Oops. I'm like, I was looking for the blue. Put down every color but the blue. Ooh, that's a lot of blue. A lot of blue. That's a lot of blue. It's like if it says neon at this point, I'm just trying to drop it in. You know, drop in on some neon. That crazy green. That's a little bit more of that. I think I'm done. What do you think? What do you think? Are we done? We done? I don't know if I'll even be able to stretch that over enough for it. We'll see. That way. Almost. Almost. Did we get it all? I think we got it all. Keeping the record on the platter, that's always my biggest issue. All right. Now comes the fun part. I got to think of how I'm going to do the fun part here because there's some fun that I want you guys to see on the other side. And oh, BKB, oh, BKB, oh, BKB, oh, BKB. Meow. You really want some dry food, but I really want for you to eat wet because eating dry food all the time isn't good for you. And I want you to grow up and be like a big, strong kitty instead of just a fat kitty that ends up with diabetes. I guess if it was a kitty, it's like kittybees. I'm looking out for you, kitty. Ow! Yeah, looking out for you. Ow! Ow! Let Mr. Crank cook here for a second. All right. Enough of that. Can we see everything? Can we see? Can we see? Can we see? Can you see? Oh, that's pretty. I know the one over here looks pretty too. Oh, that looks pretty too. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. Maybe I can move the other one back over so we can get like both of them together. Let's see if I can do that. That'd be kind of. There's like a space right over there. I could probably put it. Hmm. It's like, don't even try that, Derek. Don't even try that. Okay, you got the piece over there sitting on something. Don't even try to move it. Don't try. All right, you got light breaking through darkness over there. Don't even try to move that. No, 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 no. Go take some pictures of the whole thing later. Yeah. I'm going to end up giving in at some point, giving her dry food. I know. Because she is a light in my life. But yeah, I want her to live a long and happy life and healthy. So I'm trying to give her some wet also, and it can be tough. When you got the thing crying at you, meow meow, it can be tough to stand firm in your decision. But it's your decision, and it's something that I've developed a lot this past year is trying to stand firm in my decisions and not trying but actually standing firm. And if I say something, that's it. If I want something, that's it. If I do something, that's it. Yeah. So give me strength in that, God, to be able to stand firm in all these things. And also in standing firm is having that discernment to know what to say, when not to say it, when you have to put on, kid gloves when saying things. Um, how to stand firm and not bully someone else. Because we can stand firm in our beliefs, but when they start to interfere with others, it becomes an issue. So how to do all these things, right? And it's a battle. When you're breaking light through darkness, it is a battle. To make sure you do it right. But meow, pretty confident we can. Right, girl? Meow. Light breaks through darkness too, right? Meow. She's running away from me. All right, well, I guess she won't come say goodnight, but I will. Till next time, my friends. Deuces.